Howdy folks. Hey, and today's review, probably going to be a short and sweet one. I don't imagine it'll be too involved, but we're going to be taking a look at and doing a quick show and tell here on some speaker stands. A little bit of a funny story with these. Not haha funny, but more of a annoyance, a nuisance kind of a haha funny story. Anywho, I have another set of these coming, and they should be here, in fact, tomorrow. The reason I bought two sets when I only need one is because, of course, I buy them on the 17th, and yesterday, the 22nd, the things go on sale. They're on sale for $10 less. I call Amazon, I try to get, I didn't even want, don't refund my money or anything, just give me a $10 credit, something short and sweet and simple. Nope, can't get it done with this technology. The only way I could get that $10 back is to literally buy them again and return them. Yeah, that kind of haha funny. Yeah, whatever. So that's what's going to happen. I could justify the whole ordeal because the place where my UPS drop-off is actually a hardware store, and I need to go to the hardware store to get a handle for another project. So I got to make the trip anyway. I could justify the whole run for me. It's not going to cost me any more to do this whole this whole thing to satisfy the system. You know what I mean? It's not going to cost me any extra. It's going to cost them, but it's not going to cost me a dime. And I'm getting this $10 cheaper. So I paid $59. Yeah, it was $49. I'm sorry. It was $49.99 is what I paid originally. The lightning sale was $39.99, $10 less. And yeah, so I'm getting my $10 one way or the other. That's all I'm saying about that. Goofy policy, whatever. Anywho, you get some instructions here. And yeah, I saw the numbers. And that still looks smaller than what I was picturing. Anyway, the thing that actually holds your speaker, that is pretty teeny tiny. I mean, there's my hand, right? So, yeah, I mean, they're not expensive, but why pay more if you don't got to? Anyway, you get all the pieces and parts, like so and like so. Now the speakers that I'm going to use on these for these. I'm also doing a separate review on those. So, cheap stands, cheap speakers. Let's see what we can get out of all this. Is it worth it? Well, I don't know, but one way or the other, I'm going to make it decent. You know how it is. You can't shine shit; it only smears. But I've got a habit of always going down this road. You take a dried up turd and I can put a sheen on it. That's all I'm saying about that. I'm getting pretty good at it. It may not shine, but it'll have a little sheen to it. Yes. So, all right. Let me unwrap all this crap here, and we'll get you in a little closer and take a closer look. All right. Now we're just down to one stand here. I thought we'd take a closer look here, or a quick closer look. I just loosely set everything together, but I want to point out and mention, the platform itself is not only clockable, you can rotate the platform because it's just that simple screw there held in, but you can pivot the entire base. I don't recall reading anything in the description that said so, but yeah, you can, and that's what it does. And yeah, I like that. I like that a lot because the base itself has a little threaded, well, it's just been pressed in there. It's a threaded not a knockout, whatever. It's a little thread nub that, you just literally screw the poles together. I don't have no issue with that. I think that's fine. I think that's quite fine. I've seen a lot of reviews for a lot of stands before I decided to purchase these. And I'm not holding high quality, heavyweight speakers, so I thought these would do the job, and I'm sure that they will. To cover this, to make it look a little prettier, they give you this little, I don't know, a little trim piece. Ain't nothing to write home about, but there ain't nothing that holds it on either. It just sits there. That be's all she wrote. No screws that hold it in. It just literally sits there, which is fine. I mean, you know, gravity's going to do its job. You know, it's not like it's going to go anywhere. But yeah, whatever. You know, if that bugs you, you can always throw some screws in, because there are holes already for those bosses. And the feet, just you know, little plastic feet with a little you know, cap nut on the back. But the base itself is threaded, so you have to physically screw these in. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could adjust, you know, for level just by screwing these feet in or out. I'm not going to do that because these things are going to be sitting on carpet. If I have to make any adjustments, now that I know, I'm going to make them right here. I'll just make sure this platform is level. Depending on, you know, hopefully the stand isn't the Leaning Tower of Pisa, you know what I mean? If the thing's leaning hard, well, I'm going to correct it down at the base. But if I only need to make a small adjustment, I'm going to do it up in here, I think. And then you just get a compression clamp right there. I mean, that's probably the weakest point of this entire apparatus. The whole thing's steel. There's no aluminum here. And that's probably the weakest link, I would say, would be right here. It's just a compression style clamp. You know, make it tight so it doesn't move, but I would say, you know, be a little gentle with it. Other than that, I mean, it's fine. I'll tell you what, it's $39 worth of product. Yeah, well, it was going to be $49 until I knew I could get it cheaper. I was going to pay $49 for them, but now, as I already told you, I'm going to end up paying with $39. You know, it's all right. You know, it's cheesy, but it will do the job, I'm sure of it. I like the fact that, you know, there's a cable mount. Well, it's just a tube, so you run your speaker wire down through the tube, and you can get your entrance or exit out of it right there. That's quite fine indeed. And you get these little, you know, paper thin foam. Yeah, it's not rubber, it's foam. Some kind of a foam. It's a fairly dense foam for trying not to do any damage to your speakers. But all right, what I'm going to do here, I don't know if I need both pieces here. I really don't. I think this one might just get me to where I want to go. Might just be tall enough. I do like the fact that, you know, rather than having it extra extendable, you know, to keep greater stability, they have multiple pieces here. I think that's a pretty good idea. I think that was a good way of doing it. You know, A's and B's go together like, you know, and like so, and there you go. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put this thing on the floor and put the actual speaker that I got these things for into it, and yeah, kind of see what it does at that point. This is the basic idea. Something like that, something like that. Just show you real quick here now most what I did. These little foam rubber pads, you can only, I mean, they only give you 4 of them, so there's only 2 available per stand, and that's simply inadequate in my opinion. I did this very same thing on the other speakers stands that I reviewed. Well, here, I'll just show you. Wall speaker stands. Anyway, that stands wall mounts for bookshelf speakers. I'll put a link to that, you know, up in there somewhere if you want to check them out. Very, very happy with them. Very, you know, very adequate quality, if not same idea, but I think a little better build than what these are. Anyway, go check them out if you want to mount them to your wall. But I did the same thing with these as I did with those. I put just some leftover weather stripping that I had laying around. It's just, you know, some foam rubber. A little dab will do you, but there was, you know, because there's only 4 of these pads available, simply inadequate, just simply not enough. I don't remember how wide these go. I'll put the spec of the measurements here, you know, statically in a clip here. But anyway, I just wanted to mention, I really highly suggest and strongly recommend that you give her a little extra cushion for the pushing, because, you know, an expensive speaker or a cheap speaker, either way, you don't want to damage it. So, and nothing is worse than, you know, hearing that kind of crap while you got you know, the bass is kicking and whatnot. You don't want to hear no vibrations. So, yeah, a little extra goes a long way. And ta-da! It looks, yeah, something like that. Get you in a little closer here. You gotta play around trying to get it centered, but it's not too hard to do. Work one side a little, work the other side a little until it looks about eyeball even. No need to really get critical with it, but anyway, these are the speakers that are going to live on these stands. These are the Dayton Audio. Ooh, I'm struggling to remember now. B52 something Air with the air motion transformer tweeter. If you want to see the review on those, well, it's coming. It's going to be next, in fact. Anywho, you know, again, the reasons why for the little extra cushion there. You can see how that's all working out. Hopefully you can see it. And yeah, it's kind of like that. Reasonably secure, you know. I don't feel bad about any of that. I don't have the single screw there, you know, totally tight, but this feels, it ain't gonna go nowhere. Once I tighten that screw, that's gonna lock it in good and proper. All right, yeah, this is how it's going. This is what I'm doing with it. I guess, let me set you down, clean up a little, and do one final wrap up. Give her my rating, and that'll be that. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much that. Overall, what do I think then? How am I going to rate these? I like them a whole lot better at 39 than I do at 49. To be honest, I mean, that's just how it breaks down. Nickels, dollars, and cents, bang for the buck, quality, and all that jazz. It's absolutely a $39 product. Yeah, it's still a $49 product. But yeah, if you can wait, if you can grab the lightning deal or whatever sale is out there, yeah, definitely be a little patient, and yeah, hopefully you can get a better deal. But you know, hey, even if you got to pay $49, they're going to do the job for you. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't have any issues. I don't see, you know, they're well enough thought out. They're well enough designed. Get yourself, you know, a little extra weather stripping here, and I'll put a link to all this stuff naturally down in the description. Help you guys out, save you in searching and all that jazz. But yeah, I like them well enough. They're going to do exactly what I need them to do, and yeah, so nothing to do here except rate them on a 0 to 10, because I don't play games with stars. Stars are for restaurants. Where am I going to put them? Yeah, I'm going to give them a 7. I think they're worthy of a 7. Even price isn't going to change the score. They're just overall quality is like a 7. That's just you know, even if they were $10 stands, I couldn't honestly rate them any higher. Bang for the buck, you know, I could rate them one category maybe a little better, but nah, just the sheer build quality, it's good. It's good enough. Certainly not overkill in any way, shape, or form, but they're gonna do what they're designed to do for you. And as long as you don't have heavy speakers, you know, I wouldn't hesitate. Even those JBL bookshelf speakers that I showed you, that's what they were. Those were JBL 530s, the ones on the wall over there. Yeah, they're gonna hold them, I'm sure, no problem. And they're a much heavier speaker than what I just put on here. Those Dayton Audios, they're more than double the weight, in fact. But these would hold them. Anywho, they're only rated for 11 pounds, so there's that. Keep that in mind. But yeah, that's where I'm at. It's a 7. And you know what? That's enough talking here. I think I've shown and told everything I need to show and tell. So you know, well, the drill here. Do the likes, the thumbs, the subscribes, the bells, and the whistles, and all that jazz. And hey guys, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna see you in the next one then. So definitely stay tuned. Get subscribed and all that if you want to see the test that I'm about to do on those bookshelf speakers. There will be acoustical measurements and proper binaural sound samples. Real deal, real testing, real science. Not opinion. I'm going to give you mine, but, you know, I can back it up with real science. Anywho, hey, that's it. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.